Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my videos. This is Step right here, and although it has been some time since I've last put out a video, I'm sorry for that, and of course I'm apologizing to my almost 300 subscribers that I've got at this point in time and space. But the game today, the video today that I'm bringing is about the game Trainstation. Alright, so as you can see, it's a train station with trains that come and visit you, or you can send them to your neighbors. And this of course is cataloged as a Facebook or community game. Now I'll just shut off the sounds for a moment because I'm not sure exactly how good they are and if my voice can be heard over them. I'm actually in a hurry to make this video as I'm not a professional YouTuber, so to say. So I'll just make this as quick and short as possible. Good, so Trainstation. This is a game made by, I think Pixel Arts is the company, I'm not sure. Where is it? The game on rails. I have no idea. Pixel Federation. Pixel Federation is the producer of this game. And while they have managed, this is going to be like the the main point of the video. They have managed to make a very great video for train enthusiasts such as myself, and I'm sure many others. The main problem is this is not a game for gamers. It's not something that you would find as interesting and mechanically fit, like game mechanically wise, as maybe many other games that you can find or apps that you can find nowadays online. Good, so there is a community part to it, as you can invite friends or people that are actually also interested in playing Trainstation to be your neighbors in this game, and you can of course trade with them the materials and passengers that you have, the diverse resources that you get in game. Okay, so I'm just going to go really quickly through it. There's also a level with experience mechanic in the game, which allows you to build and buy certain stuff. Like for example, if you go to the locomotives or engines, if you want to buy a maglev train, well, you can, because you firstly have to be level 120, and secondly you would have to be in the maglev era, which the maglev era is something that you can buy from the extensions and themes. Let me just go to the extensions only, and there we go. Maglev era also requires level 120 and a buttload of resources. These are the resources that you can see down here. There are a total of 16 at this point, and I'm certain that maybe they will be making new ones in the future. Good. Why is this game mechanically wise not fit? Well, first of all, the only resource that you can generate is passengers, population, which is done by having buildings. As you can see, this building produces 9 population an hour and increases the maximum population by, I don't know, a certain degree. I don't know exactly. Good. You can also add bonuses by putting down flags, but you cannot put the flags down by yourselves. Instead, your neighbors have to do it for you, and you have to do it for them. The flags are easily attainable by sending gifts, getting gifts from your neighbors. As you can see, I've got a lot of flags, and it also shows the person that sent them to you, which is a good feature, because then you will see what they need, because usually you end up sending to your neighbors what you actually need. So if you see that, for example, Dirk van Hove sent me at least 2 flags, as I've seen from him. Like, this is the second one, so obviously he needs that flag put in his station. Good. There are also train rails that you can set up at the beginning of the game, and I will show you a couple of level 1 neighbors that I've got, which started the game but never actually got into it. You've got 1 railway and 2 streets. One street is for buildings and the other is for passengers. As you advance in the game, you also unlock different teams. You can get multiple rails, and you can go up to a maximum of 4 railways and 2 maglev ways, or rails, whatever. Tracks, yeah, good, that sounds good. Tracks. You can also get a buttload of additional streets on which you can build a lot of buildings, as you can see, put decorations on them. Good. The same resource that you have, the main resource, is the mail. Mail you get from your neighbors visiting them, or from floating mail, as you can see right here. Now there's also the gold, obviously, which you need to buy engines and buildings, and also the gems, which are a currency that you can buy with real money in case you want to speed up the process of building your city, landscaping and buying new tracks and trains. Good. Now let's just go to the trains depot, or not. It's actually the train management system. You get normal train slots, which you can send to normal missions that either give you money or the different resources that you can get. And this is where a big problem in my mind comes to light. The main problem is that you can only get resources, like the materials, by doing these missions. There is no way that your city or a certain team landscape produces. There's no way of you making a factory or a mining system so that you can produce certain materials. I would like to see this implemented, or it would have been much better to have this from the start up, because that way you could have had an endless supply of materials besides the passengers that you could have easily more easily traded with your neighbors. Because in this system you have to first pull all of the materials that you want to your station, and afterwards you're only allowed to trade them with neighbors that actually need them or desire them from you. So having, there are 16 types of materials. Each 4 of them represent a certain era in the game. Like I'm certain, like the last 4 of them are especially for the maglev era, where you will be needing a lot of these in order to build buildings and advance further in game. Alright, so that's one point that I'm not satisfied with, is the fact that you only get passengers as a resource, and everybody gets passengers. So at this point there's no diversity between players. And the gamer side, maybe the RPG side of all gamers, would have wanted such. The other thing that I'm not satisfied is with the achievements, because yes, there are achievements, and I will show you. I am level 74, and I'll give you a short example of an achievement that I just got through. This is the third level of the achievement. As you can see, 3 stars. It begins at 1 and it ends at 4 stars. Good. A 3-star achievement that will give you 8,000 gravel if you place down 350 flags. Bear in mind that the 2-star achievement for this was a 150 flag limit, and the 1-star was 50 or 25 flags. I don't know, but it comes at over a total of over 500 flags placed down on your neighbor's station. And bear in mind that the amount of flags that you can place on a neighbor station is actually limited. They can have either 10 or maximum 20 flags at the same time on the station, and of course the flags do expire after 1 week. But in order for us to get this achievement, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of committing to this, and the end result, 8,000 gravel, is just nothing. It's like, it's an insult, it's a spit in the face. I mean, 8,000 gravel. I'm at level 74, and at this point I've got 15,000 gravel, 16,000 gravel, twice that amount, after I've been spending, like, I don't know, let me just go at the achievements, because you also get achievements for the amount of gravel and all materials that you spend. Let me just see here if I can come across it real fast. Spend 10,000, spend 75,000, right? So I've spent like 100,000 gravel in the shop alone, not taking into consideration the special missions to which you can send your gravel or maybe your neighbors. So I've spent over 100,000 gravel, probably, most likely, until now in this game, at level 74. And for me to get the other achievement, which is at level, I don't know, maybe I'll need another 50 levels, if not more. You get 8,000 gravels. This is an insult. There's no point to actually getting it. Well, maybe except for getting, you know, like the 4-star achievement afterwards, which the 4-star achievements do actually give you these decorations. But the main point is that they give you experience, which again maybe isn't that interesting. Actually, you know, wait, that was just bullshit, right? Look at this. So this is a 3-star achievement in which you have to spend 380,000 gravel in the shop, and I'm at 231 right now. But bear in mind that before that there were also 2- and 1-star achievements about spending gravel. So I most likely have about 300,000, if not more, much more, spent gravel until now, and another 3-star achievement decides to give me only 8,000. So again, these game mechanics and achievement systems are really not thought through, my opinion. It doesn't look like that. Good. So there are special offers which change every 96 hours. That is how many days? 6 days? No, actually, yeah, actually 6 days. So every 6 days or 1 week, you get a set of new special offer things that most of them are only with gems, you know, buyable, achievable. But some of them also come with gold, which is nice. For example, I've bought this limited edition data wire carrier, which will carry 150% more capacity wires. This is good for having in the future. Also, there are international trains, or express trains as they call them. They can either come from the international trains come from your neighbors, obviously, and the express trains come from the AI. So once every, I don't know, half an hour you get an express train, something along those lines, which are good to have, especially because they help in going, you know, in achieving higher levels and getting materials and such. I'm thinking that these express trains were put in as a balancing measure because of the fact that it takes so freaking long to get materials. Like, I have these trains sent. You can send trains from up to 10 minutes to 1 week in length, you know, in time length. But if you send a normal 10-unit train to get like wood and bricks, for example, you'll only get like a couple of thousand of each if you send them over a period of 2 days. This is very, very low, as most buildings and stuff cost around 50, 70, 100,000 of one research, of one, not research, there is no research in this game, of one resource. And bear in mind that usually special buildings cost a multitude of resources, as I will be showing you right now. For example, what I'm trying to build right now are these dancing towers, and this is a quite a low level tower, if I may say so. I mean, if you go to the London, which is the last one, you can obviously see that the Big Ben costs a lot. Well, the City Hall, I mean, it's not easy. Good. You can obviously unlock certain teams, which you can see here. I've only got them up to here because I see no point in unlocking the Metropolis team at this point, although I could have. And I'm thinking that also the Nippon team and the Land Down Under, maybe I'll unlock Bratislava, which looks really nice. Yeah, but you can unlock teams, you can unlock extensions like street extensions, making the streets wider or longer, whatever. train slots, which give you additional trains that you can send to missions. You also can have a maximum of 4 rails, but I've explained this. 4 streets. I'm thinking that it's much more than 4 streets. I think that it's also 6 streets. I'm not sure at this point because I'm not a hardcore player. And you can also get train route planners, which are send your international trains to multiple friends or contract partners at once. They're not kidding, it's at once, because I've also bought one, and I was really stupefied to see that when you send trains to your international friends, well, which means your neighbors, your friends, or some special missions, like for example I'm sending them to Sam and Mizuki at this point. This train, for example, I send it to Sam and Mizuki, and at the same time, because you have to load, unload the trains, or you don't have to, but you have the option. At the same times, it's not like the time needed to get there and back is lengthened, which some players might find desirable because, you know, I play it once a day, or I don't know, maybe once 2 days. So at that point, sending an international train that only takes 4 hours always, and also to your neighbors, is a bit frustrating, because the rest of the time your trains just stand idly in your station and do nothing, right? So obviously the train route plan should have allowed players to send their trains to multiple users, one after the other, and also increase that delivery time, right? Because that would have been logical and desirable. But no, they don't do that. They allow you to send them at once, which means this train will be at the same tower. This train right here is going to arrive at the same time in 2 different stations. That doesn't make any fucking logic or sense. It's as I've said, this game is probably a very nice game for train enthusiasts, as they have a lot of models that are most probably historically correct and such. But for me, it's still pretty damn weak when it comes to game mechanics, because there are none. There's like this multitude of stuff put together, you know, thrown at you, that makes little to no sense. So I would like to see a couple of improvements in that matter. But of course, this might just be thought out to be that way. I mean, it might just be thought out to be for middle-aged guys that love trains, and they would have loved to have a train set in their childhood, or maybe in their youth, with which to play, and now maybe they get this chance digitally online. Alright, so there are also contracts, the special ones that I've been showing you, like Sam Mizuki, and you know, you can send stuff to them and build stuff at their locations. Let me just show you. For example, this is Lucy, the newest. This is supposed to be London, and you can actually also have materials here that you have to send by yourself, you know, like on your own to them, which I find frustrating, because again, you can't make those materials, all of them, or at least part of these materials. There's no way of making them in your station. You only have your only chance is to actually get them from your own missions. Good. You can have the storage. The contracts are also shown, and the details to the contract, and also a shop. So like each special international friend has its own shop, and you can buy these stuff for them. And obviously, when you get missions to buy these and set them down, and then you achieve the missions, and there are like, I don't know, 40, 90. Look, so there are 90 contracts for Lucy, 90 for Alan, 60 for Mizuki and Sam. You know, like a buttload of missions that will keep you busy, will keep you doing a lot of stuff. Also, the achievements, especially the last 6 of them, are quite interesting, or actually 7 of them, because you can get special rails, special train sets that are worth the effort, in my opinion. But the basic achievements are not. They are just bullshit. I mean, really. they are really bullshit. Good. So I think this has been all, or it should be all. Thanks for watching and listening. Stay tuned because I will be posting new videos. I'm making a 6 or actually maybe even 7 part video on Heroes of Might and Magic, the whole series. My thoughts on it, you know, like reviews, kind of an in-depth analysis of the whole thing, what everybody has been doing in the past, what they've been doing recently, how Ubisoft sees the franchise maybe, and how problems have arisen and could have or should have or have been resolved in the past. Good, so thanks for watching and listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.